Afternoon, all. Can someone please
Hello.
confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes.
Is
Can you guys
visible.
see the OneNote?
Yes.
Great. And I hope this is readable enough. Cursor is fine.
Could you please zoom?
Why did you build also?
Sure. Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Guys, before we start today's topic, I am not again sure if we are going to see the portal today. I do understand that whenever you start a class, even it happened with me, it happens with all of my students. Whenever you start the class, you have that eagerness to go to the portal. Let's create a machine. Let's create something, right? But don't worry, have some patience. We are going to get there. Right? Without understanding the logic and basics, if you just start creating something, you will feel good as of now, maybe for 1 or 2 sessions, but then you are not going to learn anything out of it. And in interview, you don't need your excitement. You need knowledge, you need basics, you need concepts, right? Hence, I'm going slowly. But we'll try maybe by tomorrow, we'll start creating something on the portal. Before we go there, I still need to cover a few more things, few basics, but very essential. For example, like we did in our last session, availability set, availability zone, high availability, etc. Everything was theory. We didn't do any practical, right? It was basic, it was theory. However, that theory and that practical, that most of the time consist 30% of your interview. So understand one thing, excitement isn't the aim here for this training. The purpose of this training is to clear the interview. Right? Hence, we will spend more time on whatever is needed, whatever is required. So before we start today's topic or today's concept, which we are going to learn, let's quickly recap what we have done in our last batch, in our last session, right? So I'll go here. I told you guys that this OneNote's link is shared in the WhatsApp group. All of you have access, read-only access to the similar file. So even if I make some changes here, you are going to see that in real time. This is not a copy. I haven't shared you a saved copy. This is a live one. I told you do not go beyond this outdated. All topics and questions are outdated. So you guys can refer from here, from this page till this page. But going ahead and reading something won't make any sense. So you can always refer to what we have covered. For example, till now we have covered Azure and basics of subscription, etc. Right? That we have done, though we haven't touched subscription much. We are going to do that now. Today we are going to do that. Today we are also going to see the Active Directory part and subscription, etc. Right? So you can use this section. Along with that, I told you I'll be putting all questions and tasks here. As of now, we haven't started any practical on the portal, hence there's no question of assigning any task, right? But I have been giving you some questions on the theory part. On day one, I shared few questions on WhatsApp, but I'm not mentioning them here because those questions will not come in your interview. Those were just for your understanding, very uh, basic questions. Those were, for example, what is data center, etc. What is client operating system, server operating system, right? If you guys remember, those were the questions. If not, I can still put them here, but those are not related to your interview. Hence, I haven't put them here. Next to that, in last session, in session 3 and 4, what we covered, those questions are relevant, and I told you those will definitely be asked no matter you're going as a fresher or you're going uh, as an experienced candidate, lateral movement, as an expert, these questions will be asked. What is cloud? Maybe this will not be asked to everyone, to an experienced candidate. Definitely, they are not going to ask. But types, deployment model, service model, Azure geography, region, how many are there? You don't literally have to know the exact answer, but you should know where to check that and up an approximate answer at least. High availability, data center, availability zone, availability set, fault domain, and update domain. These are the questions which we discussed. And three-tier application, I'll put it here because these are also questions which you may see in your interview. So I'm going to put it here. Though we covered it in the first session, but I'm putting it here. No one is going to ask you what is rack. No one is going to ask you what is server operating system, client operating system. This is just to clear your concept and clear your understanding, right? So these are the questions which they may ask, which they will ask for sure. Terms will be 90% of the time same. Sentence, for sure, it will be changed. Scenario, it will be changed, right? So you need to have the exact understanding of these concepts. So even if they mo- uh, module the question, they change the tone, maybe it is an indirect question, you should understand just by terminology, right? So you need to understand what is the service model, what is the deployment model, what is high availability. They may say HA. Most of the time in the interview you will hear what is HA, have you worked on HA, have you configured HA. All those questions are similar. Once you know high availability, you can say yes, 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 and you can explain, right? So before we proceed in today's topic, do you guys have any doubts, any question here on session 4, session 3 and 4 in these questions? What is cloud? Type of cloud, type of services, which is also known as service model, and the above question known as deployment model. What is Azure geography? What is Azure region and how many are there? Explain high availability. Explain data center, availability zone, availability set, what is fault tolerance, and update domain and fault domain. Sorry, not fault tolerance. We are not yet discussing fault tolerance. Fault domain and update domain, three-tier application. All these answers are already here. We have covered them thoroughly with explanation, with examples. So any doubts, any query in this one, guys?
No.
Okay. So before we start, let me quickly ask these questions to you guys, as you guys do not have any questions. So I'm assuming that these topics are crystal clear to you, right? So let me quickly ask some questions. I'll pick a random name, and maybe you can answer. So who can answer me? What are the service models have you worked on? Irshad, can you tell me what other service model have you worked on? Irshad, are you able to hear me? Okay. Would you like to pass the question? The mic is not working. Fine. Uh, who else would you like to try? Aisha Khan, would you like to try this? What are the service model you have worked on?
Yes, there are three main service models: IaaS, infrastructure as a service,
Mhm.
PaaS, platform as a service, and SaaS, which is SaaS software as a service.
Okay. Can you elaborate? What is infrastructure as a service? What is platform as a service? What is the difference between them? Yes, Aisha, what is the difference between them? Or can you at least explain what is infrastructure as a service?
It provides virtualized computing resource over the internet.
Mm. So what about platform as a service? Won't I get virtualized compute and platform as a service? Obed, would you like to try? What are the difference between these service model?
Yeah,
Or explain one of these at least.
in infrastructure of service, we rent the IT server services like servers, VM, storage, network, and operating system from cloud provider on pay as you go basis.
Okay. Don't include pay as you go as of now. That is going to change. But yes, definition is correct. You can just add one more sentence here. In this model, infrastructure as a service, we are responsible to take care of operating system. middleware, runtime, application, and data. Right? And cloud provider will be responsible for underlying hardware and networking. That one thing you can add while explaining infrastructure as a service. Who'd like to go for PaaS, platform as a service? Kanika, would you like to try?
Yeah, definitely. So, when it comes to platform as a service, being as a service provider, we will be just responsible up till the that up till that I mean the platform as a services where we'll be just managing not the just a platform as a just wrote it down somewhere.
You
And
can
we will just
articulate
not
this
responsible. We were
plat.
just not responsible for managing their servers, their virtual machines. They will be managing their by own. We will be developing their codes. We will be giving our platforms. We will be running our. We will be giving our developers. And on the responsibility side, we will be responsible for running the applications, and we
Okay.
will manage their operating systems as a part of a middleware. We will not be managing their hardware. So we can do
Okay,
the testings
it's
also.
good, but definitely needs more polishing, especially answering in your interview, and especially for you, Kanika, the kind of package you are aiming, right? You will require a better answer than this for sure.
Sorry for that. I was just I
No,
have
no,
noted down that
guys, that's
if I
completely fine.
yeah.
That's completely fine. I told you that this is
Mhm,
the
mhm.
place to practice. I'm not
I
expecting
totally
uh,
understand.
any perfect answer here. This is the place where you practice. I am expecting incorrect answer, half answer. I am here to correct you. You can learn something from someone else's answer. Someone else can learn from your answer. This is the place to practice, not your interview. So don't have to be sorry. Feel free to answer, but keeping shut is not going to help you. Unmute yourself and speak, be it correct or incorrect. Doesn't matter. No one is trying to judge you here. No one, including me, no one is judging you here. I don't expect that in a day you will be very fluent and answer. I'm just sharing feedback so at least you can work on that and it will be easier for you. Okay, let's move to SaaS. Who would like to try for SaaS? What is software as a service model? Nagma, would you like to try?
Yes. So software as service is like just
A little
finished
bit louder, please. I'm
software.
not able to hear you. Maybe your mic is far or I'm not able to hear you.
Um, okay. So software as a service is like finished software, like ready to use. Everything is ready to use. For example, Gmail or
Good.
Microsoft 365.
Hmm.
And you manage servers, like we manage servers and platforms,
Okay. You can mute
handles
yourself,
all
Nagma.
things.
Good try. Be confident a little bit. Your answer is correct, right? Except for the last part. Here we are not managing server. In fact, we are not managing anything. One more thing, guys. Initially, while answering in these sessions, I am not expecting you to remember anything. Feel free to open your OneNote in front of you and read it from it. It's okay. This is practice. That is the reason I'm sharing my screen and that OneNote is open. So you can read it from here also. Software as a service. It is a method of delivering the software application over the internet. It usually works on browser. Maintenance, upgrade, patching, etc. are taken care by the cloud provider. Example, Gmail, Google Drive, Apple Drive, anything. It's fine. So answer was correct. Just be confident about it. You're not incorrect. You are correct. Just be confident about it. Okay. Next, I am not definitely not going to ask you guys what is Azure geography. I'm hoping everyone knows that. Uh, how many Azure regions are there?
60 plus
60
60
plus
plus.
announced
68
regions.
or 69.
Yes, 60 plus, and it is still ongoing. That's all you have to say, right? Uh, what is high availability? Merus, would you like to try? What is HA?
Yes, give me a second. So,
Sure.
okay. High availability is something that does not have a single part of failure. Like multiple servers are present, multiple application servers, backend servers, and data set servers are available. Like
Perfect.
something that falls under availability zone and even can fall under availability centers.
Perfect. Only one jargon you need to add here. It's there is no single point of failure. I mean, if you, I'm sorry if you already did that. If I missed that,
Yes,
that's all
I
you have
did.
to mention. And yes, don't say it falls under availability zone or availability set. Availability
Okay.
zone and availability set are the feature. Using them, we can achieve high availability. But answer was
Okay.
perfect. I mean, for the first time, for this one, it was good. If you practice it for 2 or 3 times, it's perfectly acceptable answer for an interview. Okay.
Okay.
Next is fault domain and update domain. Yes, Nihal, you raised your hand. Would you like to answer? Fault domain and update domain.
Yes, sir.
What is a fault domain and what
Uh,
is an update domain?
yeah. Uh, Fault domains is a set of hardware component like servers, racks, power supplies, and that's 20 of 20 fault domain. Three is update domain. Uh,
Okay, good try. Numbers are incorrect though. Fault domain are 3, update domains are 20.
20.
Fault domain, yes, the uh, information or the definition was correct. Fault domain is a set of racks, right? Where you have multiple sets and which will give you uh, redundancy. Use this word redundancy. I hope everyone understand what is the word of redundancy. Redundancy is an alternate or option. So these are 3 sets which will give you redundancy. So even if one set is completely down, your application will still be working from another set. So we have 3 fault domain, not more than 3. An update domain is which is something for planned activity, and we have 20 update domains in Azure. Got it, Nihal? Okay. 3 tier of application. Who would like to explain what is a 3 tier of application? Vedant, it's your first day, I
Can I try?
guess. Sorry, who's that?
Shaheen.
Yeah, Shaheen, please. 3 tier of application.
So three-tier application is something to run any application. We required an IT infrastructure. That IT infrastructure is divided in 3 different tiers. One tier is referred as a presentation tier or first tier, and second tier is referred as a application tier, and third one is referred as a database tier. So this is what I know about
Okay, it's a
tiers.
good explanation. If it is making you confused, guys, because I remember I have used all these words. So if it is confusing you, let's stick to front end, back end, database. Let's stick to this. This is universally accepted. Let's stick to this. First tier is your front end, second tier is your back end, third tier is your DB. That's all. Good answer though. Okay, I think that's enough, guys. Let's get started now. Today we are going to see what is Azure Active Directory. Don't go by this, not learning DNS now. And I'll tell you something about subscription, RBAC. I mean, everything related to access. Before we get into the portal, today I want to uh, show you everything about the access. How do you access that? What are the restrictions, etc. Right? That is what we are going to do today. So, before we start, let me explain it to you with Netflix example, right? Uh, when you go to a Netflix website, and you just log into Netflix using your Gmail ID or your any email ID, right? Not log in, let's say sign up, right? You go to Netflix first and you sign up for the Netflix. Just sign up using your email ID and your password. Will you be able to watch the movie or content, whatever is there? Will you be able to do that? Just you signed up, nothing else.
No,
No.
we have
No.
to take the subscription.
Okay, you have to take the subscription, right?
Sub.
So this is Netflix. You have logged into Netflix. Just because you have logged in, it doesn't give you any access, right? So sign up on Netflix does not give you access to content. This is clear. What do you have to do? You guys said subscription, right? You have to take a subscription. Subscription is equal to access to their content. Is this point clear to everyone with relate to Netflix? I'll tell you how to relate it to cloud. We'll come to that. But is this point clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
you have
Yes.
taken the subscription with your email ID and your password. Do you get an option to create profile, or can you the only person who will watch only maybe on one device? Or is there any option? There are multiple types of subscription. What is it? Or is it just plain take it, log into your mobile, use it? No other options. Is it simple
Multiple.
vanilla one option, or do we have multiple options there?
Multiple
Multiple
Mul-
options.
options.
Yeah,
Multiple
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 options
options,
will be
right?
options.
there.
Premium and the
So
services
I don't know
added.
exactly how these are, but I'll just give you examples so you don't have to correct me with relate to Netflix, right? We're not learning Netflix here. So let's say maybe they have one option which is super plan. Again, I'm not sure what they have, what they don't have. Let's stick to this. Under super plan, they are saying maybe you'll get full HD or ultra HD. You can share it with 4 or 5 screens, right? This is what they have. Second, they have maybe basic plan, right? Here you will get instead of ultra HD, you are going to get full HD, and you can share it with 2 people or 2 screens. Okay. Maybe they have regular plan. Again, regular can be up anything. Don't worry about the name. They don't have full HD or ultra HD. It is just 420 p resolution they are giving, right? And only single screen. This is one part of it, that we have multiple type of subscription. So there's nothing called only one subscription for everyone. They will give you one subscription, nothing like that, right? Plus they also have enterprise. I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not, but they also have enterprise agreement, and it is known as EA. Anyone can think about it or just guess what can be the enterprise agreement and relate it with your actual world. What are other ways you get Netflix access? One is you go over there and you yourself purchase it, right? Purchase the subscription or opt for the subscription. What else? How else do you get a
Giving access to
Netflix?
multiple users.
Sorry?
Giving access to multiple users.
No, see, you are getting the access first, then you are giving it to someone else. But
Using
ultimately, you are
multiple
getting it. I'm
screens.
asking, you don't have to go and purchase something, or you don't have to worry about Netflix. Uh, do you remember anything else? How
If
else do
we
you
buy
get
some other plans in which Netflix is included,
other plan? As in, can you give me example? You're on the correct way.
like any kind of OTT subscriptions,
Yes, it can be
uh,
OTT subscription, or do you guys know that if you have Airtel
Airtel,
postpaid
yeah.
plan, whichever plan, I don't know. I'm just giving example. 15.99 plan monthly, you get free Netflix subscription, where you are not worried about Netflix subscription. Can you relate it? Yes,
Yes.
everyone on the same page?
Yes.
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 Now, so whatever Airtel has with, this is not an enterprise agreement for you guys. Okay, for you again, it's basic plan. What Airtel will give you, either basic plan, super plan, regular plan, whatever. But what Airtel has with subscription, no, sorry, with Netflix, it is called enterprise agreement. So whatever Airtel has with Netflix, it is enterprise agreement. Airtel will not literally go on their website, use credit card or debit card, and use pay monthly. No, Airtel will call their sales team, Airtel's sales team, marketing team, Netflix sales team, marketing team, maybe their uh, policy maker. They will have a meeting together and they will discuss. Fine, Airtel will say, I have billion of users. Don't expect me to pay using credit card monthly basis. Give me something good. Give me something concrete. If you're not ready to give, Amazon is there, right? Even Netflix will make changes for them. Yes, because they are buying in bulk. So do you think what rate they are giving you? For example, let's say this is 999. This is 799. Again, don't quote me on rate, guys. This is just example. This is 499. Do you think Airtel will take the same rate from them?
No.
That okay,
No.
behind every user, I'm going to pay you 999. Is it going to happen? Definitely not.
No.
They
No.
have they have details in bulk. They have users in bulk, so they are going to ask a hefty discount from Netflix, and Netflix would be happy to give, right? Because what Netflix will tell them, fine, you give pay me, let's say some billion dollars, or let's talk in rupees. So they'll tell that you pay me 10 lakhs. Again, don't quote me on numbers. I don't even know how it works and what is a tentative number also. We don't even have to worry about it. Understand the concept of subscription. We're going to Azure after this, right? Tell Airtel, tell me, pay me 10 lakh per month, and I give you access for 10,000 users. That's it. Now, don't get into math. Maybe this is higher or this is lower. Forget it. But they will always get a cheaper plan, right? If this is not cheaper, let's make it 20,000. If this is not cheaper, let's make it 30,000. Pay me one regular amount and I'm giving you these many licenses. Now, these are being used or not, it is your headache. If you do not have sufficient subscription, if you do not have sufficient people who are buying your 1599 package and uh, accessing Netflix, that is your headache. But you will pay me 10 lakh rupee monthly, right? This is one method. Again, Airtel will tell, no, this is still not good enough for me. Netflix will say, fine, I am happy to give you more discount, but now here I'll make this 8 lakh. But instead of going for 1 year, you make an agreement with me that this will be for 3 years, right? 3 years. You'll pay me 8 lakh per month, but you make an agreement with me for 3 years. This is also a part. Airtel says, I'm happy. I'm sure I will have users and I would be uh, able to utilize all the licenses, but 8 lakh still more. Netflix will say, fine, let me give you more discount. Forget 8, forget 8, 10, pay me 5 lakh and I'll give you 30%, 5 lakh a month. But here, take it for 3 years, however, with upfront payment. Here, they were paying monthly and they were not promising. Maybe Airtel will try it for 2 months. If it is not suitable, they will leave it. They'll discontinue the contract. So Netflix says, if you want discount, make an agreement for 3 years. Then you can pay me 8 lakh. Airtel says, I'm happy with 3 years, but 8 lakh still more for me. He says, Netflix says, fine, I'll give you more discount. Pay me 5 lakhs, but payment should be upfront. If you're so sure about it, upfront, make it upfront. For huge companies, it is nothing to make payment. 5 lakh, 12 months into 36 months, it's nothing for them. Peanuts. If they get good discount, they would be happy to pay. Plus, they already know, they have done their marketing, they have done their research, they already know, they already have this kind of customer who are paying them 15.99 just to get Netflix free. So actually they're earning here more than that. So this is subscription model. This is how it works in Netflix. Is this clear to everyone, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Let's move to Azure now. Forget Netflix, or I'll just keep that. Maybe you can relate it. Right? Azure. How it works with Azure. On Azure, you are an individual. You're practicing, right? You are learning. You're a student. I'm a trainer, right? If we want to use Azure, what options do we have? Very first option for student is free tier subscription. Before that, before even we talk about subscription, let's see what is a tenant. What is a tenant, guys? A tenant is acquiring some space on Azure for you or your company. Now here, whenever I say your company, it will be same for individual also, right? So uh, acquiring a place for your company on Azure, that is called tenant. And what is that? For example, again, Netflix, if I want to buy a subscription, can I directly go and buy a subscription without uh, signing up? I don't want to use my email or etc. I just want to buy a subscription. Possible?
No,
No.
not
No.
possible.
Similarly, on Azure, when you as an individual or a company wants to subscribe something from Azure, they have to sign up. They can't directly go and have a subscription. So sign up, it's must. That is your tenant, right? Sign up on Azure, it's your tenant. Now, an individual can sign up, a corporate company can also sign up. Till this point, you do not require any amount, any money. Normally, when an individual is doing, you're doing it from your personal email address, etc. Anything. When it is talking about companies, small company, big company, right? They will have a specific email address, maybe their CTO, right? Chief Technology Officer. This level of designation, they handle this kind of transactions, right? You as an Azure administrator never ever say that yes, I have subscribed or I have done the setup for subscription or I have done the setup for tenant. You never get to do that. By the time you join the company, this has been already done because this is not technical work. This is something someone who has authority to decide something that will do it. And Azure will help in this, right? Azure is in Microsoft's engineer will help. So you as a cloud administrator, you don't have to do this. Though we are going to see how is it done, you can for sure say, I know how exactly it is done. I was a part of that call also. But never ever say that you have taken a call on this, that which kind of subscription do you need or what kind of sign up do you require. Never say that because it requires authority. Most of the time, your VP, your chief technology officer, these designation will be doing that. So to subscribe or to sign up on Azure, you will require an email. It can be your Gmail also. Fine, completely fine. But company will never ever going to use that. Company will create a dedicated email for that. Let's say the company name is UT-Kloud, right? So whoever is the concerned person or authorized person in UT-Kloud, that person will go ahead and connect with Microsoft sales team. Just one call, Microsoft will be very quick to call you back, set up team. This CTO of UT-Kloud, he will get some techno manager with him on that call, right? Some SMEs, definitely solution architect. They are the core technical people who will be helping them, right? All these people will be there on the, let me drag it up. Or it's okay, we have only 2 minutes. I'll start writing here only. So for sure, their technical architect or solutions architect, these people will be there, right? These are the core technical people. Decisive authority will be CTO. All these people will be there on the call. They will already have an email address. Maybe they have created email address, let's say azure at utcloud.in, right? They have an email address created and dedicated for this account, right? Using this account, now they are going to create one space on Azure. You are renting a space on Azure, right? So let me open Paint and I'll explain it to you. Now, in Netflix, guys, once you have uh, signed up for Netflix, right? You haven't taken the subscription, and your elder brother, sister, friend, anyone, they say, uh, can you share your credential, please? I want to log in. So whenever you subscribe, even I will be able to use it. Is it possible? Hear my question
Yes.
Yes.
properly.
Yes,
Yes,
possible.
right?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Or
I
even
hope you got
even
it
you can
correctly.
create their separate.
Sharing your
Uh,
credential, letting someone log in, creating a profile, it is still possible. But you are not able to see anything, even they are not able to see anything. Why? Because you have not subscribed for anything, right? That is your tenant. So I'll be using color codes here. The outer line, the red color, it is representing your tenant. Blue line is representing your cloud. This is Azure, right? In Azure, there will be multiple companies. We are talking about only one, and we will see only one. You're going to see only your company, not someone else's company. So this will be your tenant. The blue one is representing cloud. The red one is representing your company, your tenant. Okay, guys, we have only 30 seconds left in this one. Do you guys need a break or do you want to join immediately?
We want to join immediately.
Anyone needs break?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay. I told you guys on day one itself, if even a single person wants break, we'll take a break. I don't want you guys to have overload, right? So let's take a break.
Okay.
Let's rejoin in 4 minutes, 12:45, sharp 12:45 using the same link.